I just don't get it. Why did my mom never tell me? I knew that William wasn't my biological father, but I never cared about that. He is, my dad. He raised me. It's because of him that I became a journalist. He was always there for me. And where was Ruben?
Carla, it's me. Please, let me in.
I don't want to talk right now.
At least give me a chance to explain. Carla, I wanted to make this clear. I would never abandon you.
Where were you when I was growing up? What was more important than me?
Nothing is more important than family. But I learned that I had a daughter only last year.
So my mom never told you?
No, she didn't. I found you by accident while reading your article that had a photo of you. You reminded me so much of Marianne. And when I noticed the name Paige, I knew it was your mom's maiden name. I figured this couldn't be a coincidence. So I called Marianne, asked if she had a child. She told me everything. Told me you were my daughter.
I don't get it. Why did my mom keep you in the dark about me?
She had good reason. Marianne thought it would be better for all of us.
What reason would make someone hide a daughter from her father?
It'll be easier to understand if I explain from the beginning. As I mentioned before, I met your mom while studying in London. Marianne was smart, beautiful, and courageous. I fell in love at first sight.
Not for long, from what I gathered.
It wasn't that our love faded away that separated us.
So what happened? Why did you separate?
Well, when I was dating Marianne, I already had my startup company up and running. At that point, I caught the attention of one of the biggest bank owners in England. He invited me to join a group of individuals as an apprentice to learn from him.
I don't see how this relates to my mom.
I'm getting to it. After a few months of joining the group, I realized I was getting in over my head. They were not good people. I needed to get out.
This group? Who were they?
A group of very powerful individuals that cared only for their self-indulgence. Morality was out of the question, and the law couldn't stop them. Unfortunately, you can't simply walk out of a group like that. I started receiving threats, getting stalked. At one point, I even got assaulted. But the worst was when they started going after Marianne. She couldn't handle it, and in fear for her life, she left me and moved to America.
While she was pregnant with me.
I didn't know that back then. And, well, here we are.
Thank you for being honest with me. This is a lot to take in, and I'm not sure how our relationship will develop further. But for now, we need to focus on the investigation and find the murderer. So, you opened the ring, right? What did you find inside?
Right, the ring. Hopefully, traces of poison. But I need to analyze it to be sure.
Are you going to use the same handheld analyzer we used for the fake antidote?
No, it's not designed to analyze such small quantities. We need to do a chemical trace analysis. The good news is that I have such a device.
If there is good news, there must be bad too.
The device is in the laboratory that got trashed recently. I'm uncertain whether it was damaged or not. It's quite sensitive.
What are we waiting for then? Let's go to the lab.
The device wasn't damaged during the break-in. I'll set everything up. In the meantime, could you look for a tablet?
A tablet? Like a touch screen one?
Yes. It's a white touchpad tablet. The analysis results will be sent to it.
All right, I'll have a look. I need something to neutralize this village first. I need gas to start the burner. I'm not sure if this is it, but I found a tablet.
Let me have a look at it. Yes, this is the one. The data from the analysis has already started coming in. Interesting. I recognize a few of the compounds. These compounds can be used to incapacitate a person within minutes after contact. But they're not lethal in small doses.
I'm not sure I understand what you are going for here.
I think that whoever poisoned me didn't intend to kill me.
Are you forgetting that you almost died from it?
I'm not. But if the dosage was lethal, I would have died within minutes. I believe they wanted to keep me alive, but immobilized, so as not to interfere with their plans. Still, one thing remains unclear. If the poison was non-lethal, it was still slowly chipping away at my health until I reached critical condition.
Well, the ring is broken. Could they have overdosed you by accident?
Either that, or I had a reaction to the poison that the culprit did not anticipate. Whatever the case, thanks to you and the miraculous, I made a rather quick recovery.
I bet they didn't see that coming.
The culprit is only human, and we all make miscalculations.
That's right. Which leads us to our next move. Do you have the ring on you?
Yes, I do. Why? Do you have something in mind?
Kinda. I think we should go and speak with Mrs. B about it.
I'm not sure I follow. How will Georgiana help us here?
After the Admiral was attacked, we needed information about an earring we found in his suite. So, Mrs. B snooped around in all of the guests' rooms to find its match.
Are you talking about Portia's earring? You're saying Georgiana broke into other people's rooms for it?
It was the only way to figure out to whom the earring belonged.
I just would have preferred you'd asked me before becoming vigilantes with one of my staff.
You're right. I should have.
Either way, did you figure out how Portia's earring ended up in Sam's suite? It might help us.
No. Since Portia was murdered, there isn't much to go by.
I guess it's possible that the real culprit planted the earring to throw us off their trail.
That makes the most sense. But this shouldn't be our main concern. Figuring out to whom the ring belongs is more important.
You're right. Let's go speak with Georgiana. I saw her cleaning in the parlor earlier.
Okay, let's go.
Georgiana, do you have a moment?
Of course. How can I help?
Remember when you searched all the guests' room to find out about the earring?
Not my finest moment, but yes, I do.
Well, we found a ring, and I thought maybe you'd recognize it.
Here, Georgiana. Have a look.
What's so special about it?
Well, it contained poison. We think it's the same one that almost got Reuben killed.
Oh my. I wish I could help more, but I haven't seen it before.
Okay. Then, maybe you've seen similar jewelry when snooping around before?
I can't say for certain, but if it helps, Margot and Janet brought quite a few accessories along. I guess the ring could belong to one of them.
Thank you, Mrs. B. We'll investigate this further. Could I also get the ring back?
Oh, of course, dear.
Reuben, we should search Margot's and Janet's rooms one more time.
I guess it won't hurt to try. I'll check Janet's suite.
I'll go to Margot's room then.
Once we're done, let's meet up back here.
Roger that. Great! Margot's not here. Perfect chance to search around. I need to decorate it somehow. There's nothing here that could tell me that the ring belongs to Margot.
We'll speak some more later, chérie. I don't know how much more of this I can take. People are dying left and right. What if the murderer goes after me next? Get a hold of yourself. You are Margot Saint-Germain. You are a survivor. Come on, Margot. You'll be fine. Just put on a brave face as always.
Maybe. Marco isn't as strong as she leads everyone to believe. Did this fall from her notebook? Things to do after leaving the island. Meditation? A long holiday? Multiple spa treatments. I wouldn't say no to that myself. I should meet up with Ruben in the parlor. No one's here. Maybe he's still in Janet's suite? I should check.
I can't believe you. You're actually telling me this is nothing personal?
Janet, I was only following up on a lead.
A lead that you believe enough to dig through my personal belongings? Whatever, Ruben. It's clear that you don't trust me. I'm done.
Ruben?
As you can see, my investigation didn't go very well.
Did you manage to look around her room?
I did, but I couldn't find anything that links Janet to the ring. What about Margot's suite? Any luck there?
Nothing. And I almost got caught red-handed by Margot.
What happened?
While I was searching her closet, I heard her coming in and hid under the bed.
Margot didn't see you.
She spoke with someone before coming in. Just enough time for me to hide.
Good. The fewer people know about our investigation, the better. We don't want to...
Ruben! The lighthouse!
Damn it! The SOS signal! Carla, we need to act quickly. We need to go to the lighthouse, right now.
You're right. There's no time to spare. Let's go.
It looks like the lightning strike fried the hardware. The surge even reached down here.
On the bright side, I don't see fire or smoke from the lighthouse.
Luck might be on our side. We should go up and investigate the situation. Damn it! The beacon got shattered into a million pieces.
Are you sure there's nothing we could do to fix it?
Unfortunately, no. We don't have another beacon, and this one is beyond repair. Either way, we should take care of the exposed wires first. It's dangerous to keep them like this.
Good point. We probably need some rubber gloves, though.
There should be a pair somewhere in here.
It's stuck. There must be a way to pull it out. A pair of rubber gloves? Check.
Great. Please, pass them over. Thanks, Carla. You know, there's something strange about this incident. The lighthouse has a lightning protection system installed that should have prevented this.
A lightning protection system. Can you tell me more?
There's a lightning rod at the top connected to conductor cables leading to the ground terminals. If lightning hits, it should absorb and send most of the energy into the ground. But it didn't. In any case, I'd better start by fixing the exposed wires.
Okay, I'll look around in the meantime. There must be a story here. I just need to find it. It doesn't look like... No. The shattered... There goes our... Was this window broken before? I should investigate. I think the cable... Where did this brick come from? Was it used to break the window? This was no accident. The lighthouse was sabotaged. I'd better take some photos. Okay, Ruben. I think I have a pretty good idea of what happened here. The first thing that stood out was a broken window. It was fine the last time I was here.
I guess it's pretty odd, but it could have shattered from the shards flying off the beacon.
I don't think so. I believe someone broke the window prior to the lightning strike. There's a brick surrounded by shattered glass lying outside the window.
So what would someone gain from breaking the window?
That leads to my second point, actually. There's a cut cable lying outside that extends from the top of the lighthouse.
That's probably the conductor cable from the lightning rod. Are you sure it was cut?
I'm pretty sure. There were wire cutters next to it. I think they broke the window so the cable could reach the beacon's hardware.
In such a case, if a lightning strike hit the lighthouse, all that energy would go into the beacon, and it would explode. But it's rather odd that they left evidence lying around like that, as if they wanted us to find it.
If that's right, what would they gain from us finding it?
I can't be certain at this point. Perhaps they wanted to take credit? 1 second. I just received a message. Odd. The message was sent anonymously.
How could it be anonymous? Didn't you tighten up the messaging security before?
I don't think the security was fully compromised. They managed only to hide their identity. However, I think it's pretty clear the message came from the culprit. It reads, "Lights out. I left another surprise in the ruins."
Maybe we should send a message back.
I don't think there's anything good that will come from messaging them. I'm more concerned about the surprise. The only way back to the mansion is through the ruins. We can't avoid it.
Well, there's nothing else we can do here, so we may as well go back.
Agreed. I don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Same. But maybe the surprise is something the culprit hid for us to find.
Perhaps, but I don't like it. I'm worried that we're playing straight into the culprit's hands.
I'm not a fan of this either. But what if the surprise is important?
It could be nothing.
We won't know unless we find it. Even if it's nothing important, it could still help us identify the culprit.
I guess you're right. Let's look around.